Hello there, it's Jonathan Porterfield of Eco Cars, and another great cheap to run LPG van. It's the Citroen Berlingo X, the 1.6, 610 kilogram capacity carrying weight, and it's just come off lease from Citroen UK. It's just over 3 years old, on a 59 plate, and it's been fitted with a Citroen approved LPG system, which rather neatly fits behind the petrol flap. So Citroen allow extra room because LPG is so popular on the continent. So it's a rather neat installation, and it's in very good condition. It's registered. I'll show you the documents later. 7th of the 9th, 7th of September 2009, and you'll be the second keeper. It's very clean. I'll show you whilst I'm here. There's no rips or tears to the seats. We've not even valeted this yet. It's been collected. The passenger seat also has Isofix, which is great for carrying a baby seat should you want to. What else can I show you? It's very clean. I'll do a walk around in a moment. As you can see, there's no dents or scrapes. Just needs a good polish. There's some slight shadowing from where some sign writing stickers have been, but this will be prepared. So you're seeing it in its unprepared state, which is always like to show vehicles before we actually polish and clean them, just to show you what sort of life it's had in the past. Driver's side rather nicely has a little armrest, and there's lots of storage and cubby holes as well. I'll just show you in the back. Basically, you get twin rear barn doors that are non-glazed, they're metal, so that's good for security. Could probably benefit with some ply lining, so we've not yet valeted this. This is like a rubber matting. This will clean up rather well. There's the spare, as you can see, as the gas tank is fitted where the spare wheel would have been. There we go. So you can either leave this in the van or carry it in of tyre sealant and leave this in the office. Driver's side has a cage just to protect the driver as well. Everything works. It should. We get high level brake light, and I'll show you in the front. We get electric windows. We can also control the wing mirrors from this control here. There are two keys. Now they're non-remote keys, but when you lock the driver's door, it is central locking. So it is central locking, but not on the key. I'll just show you some more features. So it's very nice in a Berlingo, the 1.6 new shape Berlingo van. You get a single shot CD player, radio controls with a head-up display, normal heated controls with recirculate, a little power point there. You can plug in your sat nav, electrically operated front windows, hazard warning lights, and to lock and unlock all the doors. That's the LPG switch. I'll come back to that in a moment. 5-speed manual gearbox, and like I said earlier, there's lots of useful storage and cubby holes. This can actually be removed should you not want that there, and there's also some rather useful storage at the front of the dashboard, obviously the obligatory glove box as well. It also has Traffic Master fitted. We just need a little bracket just to mount this on the dash. The bracket usually goes about here, so I will source a bracket and that will be mounted. And Traffic Master system works, but it is a subscription based system, which is a basic sat nav and traffic management system with live updates. So it's very useful, but it is a subscription based service. I think it's about £60–70 a year. Rest of the controls, we've got a central airbag for the driver, wiper stalk and indicator stalk to the side. So just start the van. It's showing till the next service 15,550 miles. So it has been serviced in accord with the leasing agreement as well. Guarantee the mileage there, 63,969 miles. All the warning lights go out as they should. Got a temperature gauge to the right, and on the left is a gauge for the petrol level. So there's just over a quarter of a tank of petrol, and this of course is the LPG switch. So I'll just blip the throttle. There's a click from the boot, and it switches straight over to LPG. The 4 lights denote a full tank of gas, and these lights go out subsequently down to here, and then when the last one is red, it means it's on reserve. But as long as this light is illuminated, it is running on LPG. Turn the system off. Here is a slight change in the tone of the engine, that's it running on petrol. Just blip the throttle, click from the back, flick straight over to LPG. So it's a Nicholas and McLaren engines system, an AG system, which was approved by Citroen to be fitted to their petrol vans. Power assisted steering. We also have controls here for the sound system and various other features. On the end of this stalk we have an information trip, average miles per gallon as you're driving, 6,200 miles. The last 6,000 miles it's averaged 35 to the gallon on petrol. Of course, with LPG being half price, you're looking at around 70 miles to the gallon plus an average speed. So on a run you'll probably get nearly 40 to the gallon out of this, which of course again half price fuel, you're looking at 80 miles to the gallon, so much cheaper to run than the diesel version. We've got a little bit of storage up here as well, map reading lights, all the normal luxuries you'd expect, a little sun visor as well with a vanity mirror. Here's my passenger vanity mirror as well. So, and they're very nice vehicles, vans to drive. The driver's seat is also height adjustable. So showing you the documents, there is a Citroen wallet here with all the Traffic Master Smart Nav system and guides all here, which would have been fitted when the van was new, and also a Citroen Berlingo handbook. Now there's no service book, it may appear, but as you've seen from the service indicator on the dashboard, it's not due a service, which means it has been serviced as part of the Citroen contract motoring leasing agreement. So no previous keepers, and date of registration there, the 7th of September 2009. It's still classed as petrol. Now you can have this changed to LPG biofuel, but the road tax is still the same at £215 for 12 months. So there's not really any benefit in trying to change the type of fuel, and it will remain a light goods vehicle as regards its taxation class. HPI clear of course, as are all our vehicles, and I'll just show you some more details outside. So before I walk around the van pointing out marks and imperfections etc, I'll take you for a short test drive. So welcome to the test drive. Start the van up. It clicks straight over to LPG, and the clutch feels fine. It's about halfway up the pedal. Doesn't grab or feel rough in any way at all. And it's very quiet. It's the first thing you'll notice about an LPG vehicle is how quiet they are when compared to a diesel. So doesn't pull to the left or the right. It's a bit of a foggy day today, just got the lights on. No undue noises from the suspension, turns the corners fine. It's like all the other Berlingos we've sold quite a few of these, and they drive very well. Lovely upright position. As you can see, it drives very straight. There's the camera in the road. And 5th gear, 2,500 revs, 50 miles an hour. Very, very cheap to run. So just pull over. Pulls up straight as well, doesn't pull to the left or the right. And you'll notice it's much quieter as well than the diesel version. So that concludes the test drive. I'll take you now for a final walk around this van. So welcome back from the test drive. So I will show you any marks I can find. The windscreen is chip free. Looking at the front tyre, I'd say that is about 2mm, so it's not far off being replaced, probably another couple of thousand miles on that. The front discs are fine, I think they might have been replaced. There's no lip on those discs. And the front wheel, again, a bit of the silvering has come off, but there's no gouges to the steel rim, and the wing mirrors are fine. The side just needs a good polish. There's no dimple dents, no parking dents. The rear, I'd say there's about 4mm on that rear Michelin tyre. Again, some of the silvering has come off the steel wheel. The rear bumper is fine. There's the odd tiny scuff, but there's no indentations on the rear bumper. The rear doors are very clean. Again, no parking dinks, as is the roof. The roof is fine as well. Can't see any dents on there at all. The other rear tyre, like the other one, 3-4mm, and there's some silvering again coming off there that could benefit with being repainted. Little scuff to the wing mirror there, but it's not broken any of the plastic. And the other front tyre, like the other wheel, I say about 2mm, 2.5mm on there. And this front wheel just needs a good clean. And again, the front disc is fine. I think these are discs all round actually. Yes, they are. The rear discs are fine as well. They're not lipped. So what a smart van. The X trim, the front bumper. Sometimes we see scuffs to these. No scuffs on this bumper. And chips to the bonnet. I think it's spent most of its life around London, this vehicle. There are no chips to the bonnet at all. Tell a lie. Tiny chip there. That will touch in. And the rest of it is very clean. As you can see, it's come from Citroen London West dealers. So it would have been congestion charge free, so that's why it would have spent most of its time in London. Cheaper to run than the diesel. I've just filled this up with gas. It's taken 47 litres of LPG at 62 pence a litre. So just over £30 to fill it up with LPG. Cheaper to run than a diesel. Doing your bit for the environment as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to give me, Jonathan, a call here at Eco Cars. Thanks for watching.